Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Monday, and the date is the 8th of March 2021. We're learning about the ocean. Yesterday and before, we were learning about features of the ocean. But today, we're going to learn how does ocean water moves. After learning all the features, I think it will be easy for us to learn how ocean water moves. Are you ready to start? All right, so let's start. Let's begin.
Isabella and her family enjoy beach vacations. Her family loves playing in the sand and surf. Isabella loves to go crabbing with her dad. She also enjoys swimming and body surfing in the waves. In all the years Isabella and her family have been going to the beach, Isabella has made some interesting observations about the sea and the shore. Click to find out about Isabella's discoveries. When you're done, click the next button to begin your own exploration of how ocean water moves.
Okay, let's see what Isabella discovers.
On windy days at the beach, Isabella observes that the waves are taller than when the wind is calm. Some days, like this one, the waves are too big and rough for safe swimming. Isabella and her family enjoy other beach activities when the surf is like this.
Exactly, just like Tala said. Tala said that waves will be at the most level where or when winds are very strong. So wind and water moving, they are related. Or let's say wind and waves are related. If the winds are very strong, definitely the waves will be very strong. Is it safe to swim in a windy day? No, at all,
No.
especially at the ocean.
Miss, it's also cold, so.
Yeah, that's right.
When Isabella swims in the ocean, she enters the water in front of the lifeguard. After swimming a while, however, Isabella looks back at the beach and notices that she is no longer in front of the lifeguard. The current has pulled her to the left. So Isabella swims so she is back in front of the lifeguard. Isabella has learned that these local currents at the beach are small compared to global currents.
Okay. What is a current? Can you tell me, Atala, what is a current?
A current is when the water is moving, like the water is moving in like really like strong water, like
yes, it can drag you. It can drag you and move you from one place to another. So whenever you are swimming at the beach or in the ocean, you must be careful, very be careful. You need to be near a lifeguard or your family and watch out from the current because it can take you from one place to another.
I prefer the swimming pool because I get scared of the sea because of the creepy animal inside.
Okay, swimming in the sea is much easier than swimming at the ocean. Oceans are really huge and scary, but seas are a little bit not really scary, just like oceans.
There are eels.
And creatures, no, you're not supposed to find creatures in the swimming area because it must be provided for swimming. So they took away all the creatures from near the sea where swimming are allowed. That's why we have swimming areas and some places that you are not allowed to swim in. They have to remove the rocks, the creatures.
Because my dad said a lot of animals in the sea lives in rocks, so like.
That's right.
After Isabella and her dad go crabbing, they often explore tide pools, like this one, at low tide. They find many mussels, barnacles, and clams in their explorations. When high tide comes back in, these animals are once again covered with ocean water.
I think tides are really cool. Do you know why? Because once in a high tide, you cannot see anything. You think it is just water and there's nothing down there. Once it's a low tide, it becomes, you can see all of the rocks and creatures just like crabs and mussels. Crabs and mussels lives over here because they need water, deep water, and also they need rocks and dry rocks to climb on and live their life. So tides are really cool. Sometimes you see the creatures down there and sometimes no, you do not see. Okay guys, where are you? Where are the rest? I cannot see you guys. Why? I only see my Tala. Hello, Amal.
Hi.
Welcome to the lesson, How Does Ocean Water Move?, where you'll learn how ocean water moves on Earth. You'll also find out how powerful ocean water can change the shoreline and cause hurricanes and tsunamis. The vocabulary words for this lesson are wave, current, tide, shore, and jetty. Click each word to find out more about it.
So these are the lesson vocabulary words are we going to learn today. And you know that ocean's water can cause hurricane and tsunami. Have you ever heard of a tsunami? Yes.
It's a really big wave.
Excellent. Big wave that can eat up
Yes.
most of what? Most of the city or yes, most of the city or plants and buildings. Yes, it can damage really hard because it is a very huge wave and not a normal wave, and it's very strong that can harm anything comes in front of it. Also a hurricane. A hurricane is what? What is a hurricane? It's a spinning water.
It's like
Yes, Maria, it's
like
like
a big
what?
storm.
Big storm with a spinning water moving all the way. Just like a tornado, but a tornado is a spinning air and dust, but a hurricane is a spinning water and it can eat up anything comes in the way. So these are severe weather, there are severe events and we have to watch out from them. All right, let's continue.
Ocean water can be very powerful. In 2004, people on the island of Sumatra on the eastern edge of the Indian Ocean experienced a major tsunami. The tsunami caused powerful ocean waves almost 15 meters high. Sumatra and many small islands of Indonesia were devastated.
Look at the slide over here. This is how Sumatra became after the event. I'm gonna repeat it again. Please look at the picture and concentrate what happens. How it was and how it became. Look at it again.
Ocean water can be very powerful. In 2004, people on the island of Sumatra on the eastern edge of the Indian Ocean experienced a major tsunami. The tsunami caused powerful ocean waves almost 15 meters high. Sumatra and many small islands of Indonesia were devastated.
So it was devastated, or the tsunami ate up most of the city. Look how smaller it becomes. Why? Because the tsunami is a very big wave and it can damage whatever comes in the way. So this tsunami make the land smaller. Can you see? And yes, it was fully damaged. No more buildings, no more living on that. Yes.
That's so cool, but not really cool for the people.
It's not really cool. It's very scary. I think it's really scary.
Very scary. Yeah, very scary.
Ocean waves can be small and go unnoticed, or they can be very large and powerful. Click the pictures to see different ways an ocean wave can form.
All right. Of course, there are some days we saw waves are very small and nice, maybe cool, and we can swim with these waves. But some other days we saw that the waves are really huge and big and strong. Have you ever said that you want to ride a boat or go to on a jet ski, and your dad said no, the waves are too large and huge and strong, we cannot ride on a boat because of the waves? Yeah, so waves can be very strong. Now today we are going to learn how they are formed. First of all, with wind. How this happens, let's see.
Waves can form when wind moves across the surface of the ocean.
This is the first thing. As Tala told us, look at the wind again.
Waves can form when wind moves across the surface of the ocean.
And you know, the stronger wind moves above, the stronger waves are formed. Now let's see the other reason to make a wave.
Tides make slow-moving, planet-sized waves in Earth's oceans. Tides cause a rising and lowering of ocean water around the world 2 times daily.
We know that tides move water, or it can raise up the water because of its gravity. We call it moon tide, and it can happen twice a day. Is it new for you, Maria?
No, because Feiruz is blowing the balloon.
All right, Feiruz, be careful.
Earthquakes can make large waves called tsunamis that affect coastal cities. The rapid movement of Earth's crust during an earthquake produces a wave that moves quickly. Earthquakes can make large waves called tsunamis that affect coastal cities. The rapid movement of Earth's crust during an earthquake produces a wave that moves quickly.
So, first thing, what happens? Tsunami or the earthquake? What happens first?
The waves form
From where the waves they form? They form from the earthquake. So when there is an earthquake near the ocean, coastal cities will be damaged from a tsunami because of those earthquake, because of earth movement. Once earth move very hard enough, it will make hard waves from down the bottom, and it will form a huge wave called a tsunami that can eat up all the coastal cities. So these are the 3 ways that can form a wave. Can anyone tell me?
Ocean currents are like large...
What are the 3 ways that wave can be formed?
wind and earthquake.
Wind,
And,
earthquake,
tornadoes.
And moon.
And
Moon what? Moon tides. Excellent. So 3 ways that wave can be formed: wind, moon tide, and earthquake.
Ocean currents are like large rivers that move ocean water in a specific direction. Early explorers who traveled by ship depended on ocean currents to navigate the vast ocean. Click the images to discover more about ocean currents.
So we're going to learn about ocean currents and what are ocean currents. Yet before, boats, they used to follow ocean currents for directions. They do not have any devices that will lead them to direction, so they used to use the ocean current. Let's find out more about that.
Ocean currents allow ships to move quickly across the ocean, using less energy and fuel to get to their destinations.
Because as Tala said from beginning, the current can take you from one place to another because of its movement. A current already have a movement, so it can take you from one place to another without noticing it or without making an effort, without making anything from your side. Also, ships, they can use a little bit less fuel and gas, so they can move with the current. They can go with the current. Current can take them. Remember why ships can float easily on oceans? Because of what? Hi, Juri, do you remember?
This
Mm-hmm.
Solentine, is that the...
Okay, this is Marian, not Juri. Yes, yeah, Marian, that's right. Because of the ocean's salinity. Excellent.
Ocean currents are plotted on maps. Many people rely on these maps for transportation, to help predict weather changes, and to understand ocean ecosystems.
So, look at this map. The red lines you see are the current. So, current are moving in specific lines. They know, scientists, they learned what are the lines and from where to where currents are moving. For example, over here, they are moving in a circular motion, but over here, it will go up to the north. Also down here, it will go south or east, sorry, and over down there, it will go in a circular motion, also in the opposite side of clock. So these are the current. Ocean currents means what? Who can tell me? What's an ocean current? Hiya, Jenna, what's an ocean current?
It's like, I don't know how to explain.
Try from the picture. I told you that the red lines showing the current. So it shows what? How water
Moves.
move. Excellent. They move in directions, specific directions. These directions, we call them what?
Current.
Excellent, ocean current. And this map can show you exactly where they are going. Thank you, Yajana.
Ocean currents are powerful enough to move objects that are floating in the water. Some ocean currents can even be used to generate electricity.
So it is very powerful and very strong because some people use ocean current, the movement, to generate electricity, not only moving ships.
Ocean currents are similar to rivers in that ocean currents move large amounts of water to different locations on Earth.
Why they are similar to rivers? Because a river has what? A river has a direction. It knows where it has a direction. So, girls, are you here? Can you hear me?